Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica, and today I forgot to turn my dehumidifier off, so if you hear this like weird humming in the background, that's what it is. But you know, it's humid and it needs to happen. So that's not what you're here for. You're here for the Birthstone Beauty update. I have an exciting update. If you're not familiar with this project, it is basically a year-long project within the PANtastic Ladies. Started on January 1st, will go till December 31st. Of course, there's going to be a spreadsheet down below of everyone else that has joined in. And if you want to join in, you can. You do not have to be a part of the Facebook group. You just pick your stuff and have some fun with it. I probably should have turned the volume down on my computer. This is a hot mess. All right, let's get into it. The basic idea is there is birthstones for every month of the year, and we need to pick a product to correlate to that birthstone for that month. So I'm going to go in order of the months because it makes logical sense to do that. And when I get to my rollout, I will let you know all about that. So starting with January, that can be a garnet or a rose quartz. I chose garnet because it's traditional. And I chose the Bath & Body Works Winter Candy Apple Body Spray, Body Mist, whatever you want to call this. And my goal is to finish it. I am right here. That is where I was at the last update. I have not used it. I will use it, but I'm kind of happily using some other things that are in other projects right now because they're more seasonally appropriate, and I no longer have anything that coordinates with this one, which makes me very sad. It doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to go out and buy anything, but I don't currently own anything that matches this. Who knows, maybe on the next semi-annual sale, I might pick up a couple of things to match that one. Maybe, maybe not. But that is part of why I haven't touched it. But I may still use it, but I used it a lot last year and early this year in the winter months, basically. And yeah, I'm just taking a little break from it. It's no longer winter, it's spring, and yeah, I will get back to it. All right, now that I've rambled on and on about one body spray from Bath & Body Works, let's get on to February. And that is Amethyst, Onyx, or Hematite, which all of those are very beautiful. I went with Amethyst because it's purple. I do absolutely love purple. And I chose the Not Your Mother's Kids Curly Care Defining Cream. I was here at the last update, and I am completely done. It looks like there might be like a little dribble in the bottom, which I can absolutely get out of there, but it is done. All right, I'm very excited for my one and only rollout. Let's get on to March. That is my birth month, and that is Aquamarine Jade or Bloodstone. And I of course went with Aquamarine because that is the true stone. And I chose Luxie Adonis, and my goal is to hit pan. There's the baby dip starting to form in that. Still have a ways to go, but I am getting there. It is going to take a while to get to pan on this one. And it's blue, which is not my favorite, but I mean, it's pretty. Just for some reason, I don't like blue on my eyes. I will get there. I will get there. All right, let's move on to April, our current month, and that is a diamond or quartz. And let's see, diamonds, because they're clear, even though they're not clear, they have a lot of color. It just is not always visible to the naked eye. So I chose a clear product. This is Philosophy Pure Grace. It's a body spritz, and my goal is to finish it. This is one that I have been wearing recently, and you can see my progress from here to here. And this is a very, very fat bottle, 16 ounces. It's going to take a long time. In comparison, the Winter Candy Apple is 8 ounces. So this one, well, this bottle looks taller and you would think they would be about the same size. This is double the volume of this one. It's going to take a while, but I'm enjoying it quite a lot. It is perfect for this time of year. It's light and fresh and just perfect for spring. Moving on to May, I've only found one stone for May, and that was emerald. If anyone else knows of any other stones that are official or unofficial for May, let me know. So Emerald is the Not Your Mother's Naturals Matcha Green Tea and Wild Apple Blossom Butter Mask. As you all know, this is my absolute holy grail. My goal is to finish it. I'm going to smell it. I do every time and I love it. I am using it, but I just started this one because I had one in another project and I needed to finish that one before I started on this one. So a little update on this one. I was just curious. I was looking on Ulta's website just to, sometimes I look periodically to see if there's any sales on them because it's my holy grail hair mask. Apparently, since I purchased last, it's been probably 6 to 9 months. It's been a while because I stocked up. I think I got like 5 or 6 of them. Apparently they've changed it. They've reformulated it. It's not even called this. It's called, I don't even remember. I sent a text to Dana about it earlier, so maybe I have that picture on here. It is called the Not Your Mother's Naturals Daily Nutrition Butter Mask, and it's made with matcha green tea and apple blossom. So it's not the same, and I looked at some of the reviews, and they were people with similar hair texture to mine, or even curlier, coily hair, and those reviews were not favorable. So I'm kind of sad. I may or may not purchase one just to test it out, but based on the reviews, I'm not encouraged. And I'm kind of heartbroken because y'all know I have hawked this. I've never been sponsored by them. I've never gotten any free things from them. I just love this product. And they went and changed it. And I just think that sucks. Anytime I find something that I absolutely love, that I want to purchase over and over and over again, they change it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why did they do that? I have no answers. But I have not decided if I am going to purchase one of them just to try it. I have plenty of hair masks even beyond what I own of this. So I have this one that I just put in my shower, and I have another one in my cabinet, but I have multiple hair masks from other brands. So I really don't need to purchase anything right now. I'm sad. I'm so sad. And I know everyone has different hair textures, so just because something works for one person, it may not work for another, so on and so forth. But like some of the reviews are saying that I've used this for years and you've changed the formula and it no longer works for me, which I have used it for years as well, and I've absolutely adored it. And it just makes me think, if other people had the same results with the real formula with this formula, and then the new formula doesn't work for them, is it going to work for me? I'm sad. I know I'm rambly. I know. I apologize, but I'm very sad. All right, I'm going to move on before I get even more sad. Let's go on to June, which is Pearl or Moonstone. Of course, pearls are white, and I chose this because it's white like a pearl and round. This is the Amazing Grace, not Amazing Grace, I'm lying to you. Here I'm lying to you. The Philosophy Pure Grace matches this, and it is the Whipped Body Cream. I don't have a ton left. It actually looks like it's starting to separate, and I think it's just because it's been warm and humid here, but I have used quite a bit of it. I would say I have maybe a third of it left, and look, a little dog hair on the edge. I do think if I focus on it, I can have it done by the next update. That would be ideal. I apologize for the top looking messy. When I do my nails, sometimes I use them to use like little containers, whatever I have close by, to rest my fingers on so I can keep my hands steady while I'm polishing. So if you ever see like strange colors on the tops of my packaging like that, that is the reason why, because I use my products in multiple ways, not just like the actual internal product, but sometimes the packaging, I use it in multiple ways. It's just one of my little quirks. All right, moving on to July, and that is Ruby or Carnelian. Both of those are red. Rubies, I think, are more of a pinky red. So I chose this Tarte lip gloss. It does not have a shade name, but like my camera is color correcting, but in real life this is more of a pinky red, where it looks like it's pulling more of like an orangey red on the camera, but in real life that is not the way it looks. And it does have like some gold micro glitters in it, so maybe that's part of what is being picked up on the camera. I have used it a tiny little bit, but nothing where I can show like a line or anything, because this thing was way full, like up into the neck area. Actually, you can see right there how far up it goes. So yeah, no real progress on that one. All right, moving on to August, which is Peridot or Jade. Of course, I went with Peridot because it's such a beautiful, vibrant, fun green. And I chose Sephora Lip Scrub. And this one's really weird because it literally says Sephora Exfoliating Exfoliant. It's like repetitively redundant, just so you can see that it truly says that right here. I'm not making that up. It's kind of bizarre how that wording goes. So this is what the product looks like. This is what the product looks like. I can't words tonight. So I have been using this. I do like it, though the exfoliating chunks, I don't know if it's a salt or a sugar, because I have tried very hard not to let it get into my mouth, is extremely chunky, which is nice, but it's a little aggressive on the lips when you get to one of those chunks. Other than that, it's just like a lip balm. It's not bad, it's just, it's awkward. So I'm going to show you my progress lines. They're very consistent. There they go. So where I started and where I have been. So this is where I am now. It's probably going to take me 5 or 6 months to get this done, but I do think it will be done before the finale. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. All right, moving on to September, which is my sister's birth month and my younger son's birth month. So that is Sapphire, Moonstone, or Lapis, which they're all beautiful stones, but I did go with, I guess technically Lapis, because Sapphire is darker and Lapis is more of this kind of medium blue. And this is from Give Beauty. It is the Line It Up 24-Hour Gel Pencil Eyeliner in Bathwater. And I brought it in for 25 uses since it's, you know, 25. And I'll give you a little swatcheroo. That is what it looks like. It is beautiful. I have used this 9 of 25 times, so I'm making progress on it. And I will say most of those times, not all, but most of those times, I have used it on my lips when I have noticed that my color was a little too warm for whatever look I was going for. I put just a little bit of this on my lips, and it does cool it down to the point where they're not so warm. So yeah, I've multitasked it quite a bit. All right, moving on to October, and that is Opal, Tourmaline, or Jasper. I went with Opal, and I chose Luxie Ghosted to hit pan. And it just looks white, but I swear it has like a pink shift to it. I seriously doubt that's going to be picked up in the camera, but I've got a baby dip happening there. Nothing amazing, but you know, progress is progress. I do think I will definitely hit pan on this before the finale, but it's going to take a little bit. I'm working on quite a few Luxie shadows right now, and I have 3 of them in this project alone, and I have like 28 of them, I think, in another project. So, you know, that's a lot. And I think I might have some in a different project. I have a lot of Luxie shadows, and I aim to have pan in all of those. Maybe by the end of the year, but maybe not till next year. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. So making progress on it, but it's still going to take a little bit. Moving on to November, which is Yellow Topaz or Citrine. I absolutely adore Citrine. It is one of my favorite semi-precious stones. I like Topaz too, which is like more of a brownish yellow, where Citrine is, how do I explain it? It is yellow, but more clear, where Topaz has more of like a milky texture. I know that sounds kind of but they're both beautiful. Yellow is my favorite color, so of course I like them both. like them both. I can't words tonight, unless I'm just rambling about nonsense, like, you know, hair masks. I can't words. So anywho, I chose the Polish Choice C15 Super Booster, which is not a serum, even though it's a serum. I'm attempting to finish it, but there's my coloring. So I was here at the last update. I am here now. I do think I'm going to have this done by the next update. Maybe. Did you hear Greta? Maybe not. She's over here groaning. Like, I got puppy kind of body showing here. That's actually Jaeger. And then Greta's just on the other side of him, laying down and doing her grunty, groany thing, because that's Greta. So yeah, I do think that is probably going to be done by the next update. Not worried about that one. And last, of course, is December. That was my mom's birth month. And that is Blue Topaz, Blue CZ, which is that even a stone? It's man-made. Turquoise or Tanzanite. So I went with Blue Topaz. Again, it's traditional. I'm kind of a traditional girl. And I went with Luxie Electric Lemonade. She is vibrant. And I got the tiniest little sort of hint of a dip there. I feel like this is going to be a fun summer color, and not just because of the Electric Lemonade name. Oh, look, you can see some of the shift there. I don't know. I feel like this is going to be fun in the summertime. Trying to hit pan on it, I think it's going to be a couple of months before I'm really going to see a true dip in that. But rest assured, I do think it will happen before the finale. So that is everything for this update. Only one rollout on the year thus far, and of course that was this update. I'm not worried about it. I picked products that were going to be in here for longer periods of time because this is only 12 products. I know, only 12. When I have some projects that will have up to 80 products, up to 80 products by the time the year is done. So yeah, 12, it's not so bad. I can live with that. But yeah, every single one of them is going to take a little bit of time. Some will get usage faster than others, but it's okay. I've got plenty of year left to get some stuff done. And yeah, I'm very happy with my progress thus far. Definitely go check out other people that have joined in. There's going to be a link down below if you want to go check them out. And again, if you want to join in, just pick your products and have some fun with it. If you don't want to do social media and you just want to post your updates in my comments down below, that's cool. I'm okay with that. I'm always happy to read about other people's progress and cheer you on. All right, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you on my next video, have a beautiful day.